stories flow. Demi and Kiwi steal the show. One's from the bush, one's from the green, telling tales of all they've seen. Music, films, and the latest news, places wild and viral views. Tasman Talk, it's where we meet. Laughter sharp and insight sweet. Dive on in, the banter's gold. Tasman Talk never gets old. From kangaroos to the silver fern, so much to say, so much to learn. We chat, we joke, we dig so deep. Convos lively, no time for sleep. Grab a seat, grab your tea. Demi and Kiwi, wild and free. On this tide of talk we ride. No dull moments on this side. Tasman Talk, it's where we meet. Laughter sharp and insight sweet. Dive on in, the banter's gold. Tasman Talk never gets old. Grab a seat, grab your tea. Demi and Kiwi, wild and free. On this tide of talk we ride. No dull moments on this side. Tasman Talk, it's where we meet. Laughter sharp and insight sweet. Dive on in, the banter's gold. Tasman Talk never gets old. Tasman Talk never gets old. Tasman Talk never gets old.
Teething problems, yay!
Absolutely. G'day, everybody. After my
Hello.
little look up there, how are we all doing? Welcome to Tasman Talks. I'm Demi, as you know, and that over there is my
I'm
conflict.
Kiwi. Hello.
Oh, hang on, got a cough. Okay,
dear.
so look, yeah, welcome. Now, we have got a little bit of an issue. I did put this notice on X. Can someone tell me, first off, we're going into comments, can someone tell me if we're actually live? Because there is a conflict or a interruption with the service that does EV mugs. So I would really be happy if anyone is watching it all, just comment as to whether you're actually receiving us or not, because I have no clue. We should be, it says comments will appear here once the broadcast starts. Now, we have already started the broadcast, so I'm just wondering whether we've got problems or not already. First up, it's possible. Okay, so that comment just went up. When we'll have to see what's going on.
Yes.
I wonder if I can just reach over here and pop this onto the other computer and see if we're actually live, because I have no idea if we are at this stage. So hang on a minute, people. Let's see how we're going. Okay. We are live. Okay. Yep.
There's
we're there.
Manotha. Manotha's
Awesome.
in.
Hi,
Yeah.
how you doing? Good morning. Volume very low. Okay, mine's turned up max.
Yeah, mine's up.
Let me check my, what's the names here? I don't know which one of these is volume. I can never figure it out. Okay. Tell me if I'm making any difference, or is it just my low voice?
No, that's
Manofa?
loud.
Is that loud now? Okay. Is that
Tis
too
to
loud?
me.
Okay, yeah. Well, yeah, you're fine to me too. So I don't know what it is. Maybe it's EV Mux, because we have had trouble before with. Okay, that's better. All right, no problems whatsoever.
Yeah.
Okay, what we're going to do today is we're going to debate. Well, okay, let's tell everyone what Tasman Talks is all about. First, Kiwi, do you want to go in and explain what we're all about? Kiwi is actually co-hosting as well. I think it's because Manotha says, I think it's just because you're not talking into the mic. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. I'll talk a bit louder and I'll talk into the mic. Okay.
Good morning,
Kiwi.
Peter. Good morning, Peter.
Peter.
Okay, there's been years and years of fighting, so to speak, but all in jest, of who owns what, who invented what, who made what, who belongs to who in the way of icons, actors, actresses, singers, bands, you name it.
Food.
Food.
The
Did
bloody
Australia-
pavlova.
Does Australia own it, or does New Zealand own it? So this is what we're going to find out. And it's going to solve a lot of age-old questions. It's going to answer them. First
We
of all,
hope.
I don't know if Americans are familiar with the pavlova. And
Okay,
the pavlova
I'm going to pop it up.
is a very large meringue. And it's coated in full cream and topped with anything you could possibly think of.
Oh, God,
But New
I hit
Zealanders,
the wrong thing. Okay.
New Zealanders always put kiwi fruit,
That's it.
strawberries, all sorts of stuff, chocolate, you name it, it goes on. And they are very, very popular at Christmas time. And people make them themselves. But the old adage, were they invented in New Zealand or were they invented in Australia? Demi,
Australia.
New Zealand.
All right. And the debate. I'll put Australia's stuff across, and you can do ours. Okay. Okay. So Australia and New Zealand both claim to have invented it, and I get my Australia's claim is that Australia's credit chef, you'll be able to pronounce that, Herbert Sachet or something, who is said to have created the modern pavlova at the Esplanade Hotel in Perth in 1935. Now, I actually, in my research, I don't actually agree with that. That's bullshit.
Of course you wouldn't.
Shut up, Kevin. And in Sydney, a cafe owner named Alan Preston. Oh no, I'm reading the wrong page. Okay, no, go back up to the page. Pavlova, that's where I am. Yeah.
Where
has all my research gone on the pavlova?
Oh,
Okay,
any
there it is. Yeah.
excuse.
The exact origin remains contested, because I've got, while its
No,
history
it's
is
not.
highly yes, it is.
No.
It's highly contested. New Zealand does make a strong case for being the place that started the world's love of. Don't worry about that. I'm wrong. I'm going to show one thing. Okay? I want to show you a handwritten pavlova recipe written between 1800 and 1910 in the State Library of Queensland, which is 16 years prior to the Russian ballerina and a pavlova. Now, there it is there. And It's a handwritten pavlova recipe, and it says pavlova.
Oh, look,
written
you
between
probably whipped that
1880
up yourself.
I'm good like that. Supplied, but now how come that's 16 years before Anna Pavlova arrived? Over to you.
Well, it was named after Anna Pavlova when she did her Australian and New Zealand ballet tour. And
So she said.
the local chef in New Zealand came up with the meringue and just made it bigger and called it Pavlova after her, the ballerina. And
Yeah.
it was written in 1929. And they are a subject of debate and always have been between Australia and New Zealand.
So where did this pavlova recipe come from then? That's in our archives from 18. I can't remember. I can't see it again. I'll put it back up again. I'm learning how to do this. This is good. Between 1880 and 1910. Now she came out in 1926, didn't she?
1929.
1929. Okay. Yet this handwritten pavlova recipe is written between, mind you, it says between 1880 and 1819. There's nothing to say that even though it's written as pavlova. Hi, Kimmy. There's nothing to say that wasn't, because it's in the State Library of Queensland. There's nothing to say that wasn't in somebody's treasure box somewhere, or it's not really a definitive answer, is it? Like definitive proof. It's basically just says it could be anything.
It's not in print in a book.
No,
and I think that's the debate.
Yeah.
What I'm talking about, it
agree.
was actually printed in a printed book, recipe book, in 1929. And it was printed in New Zealand, and it was known, it was always printed as the modern pavlova. That's what it was named.
Yeah.
And it was because of Anna Pavlova, the ballerina.
Well, I'm going to admit that given Australia's penchant for claiming overseas things that aren't ours, we're kind of known a little bit for that. I'll have to admit to that. I really will. I would say that this particular document here, it's an estimate from a handwriting person that it was written between 1880 and 1910. Who knows when they found it? They could have found it in 1960. Yeah. And, there's no actual date on it, or the relevant thing would be where they found it. It doesn't necessarily, it might have come from someone from Russia, because that's where she came from. It might have come from someone over there who arrived over here in 1960, and it was in their thing, I don't class that as proof. I just wanted to throw that up there to piss you off.
Yeah. Good try. Nice try.
So, I think, I mean, you know how I've said I've done my research, and on each one I've got, okay, so what's the conclusion? Hang on, Manotha's saying, invented in Australia, perfected and fiercely defended. No, definitely not. It wasn't.
No.
I'm going with Kiwi on this one. Okay, I think that it was invented in New Zealand, and I think it's fiercely defended by New Zealand, but I think Australia habitually lay claim to things that aren't ours, and I think this is one of them. So I've got New Zealand's wins. New Zealand wins on this one. Yes! I will give that one. Clutches pearls. Treason, Manotha says. I just answered Miss Kimmy at the moment. Hi, Kimmy, that's awesome, darling. And, we'll be gaming again soon. No problems. It'll be good to get back. Manotha says sabotage.
Yes,
fun. Absolutely.
Like
All right. All right.
even when Magda Sabansky was travelling through New Zealand and spoke to a chef here,
Yeah.
she had to admit it was a New Zealand invention. Now that was
Yeah.
from one of your country's biggest icons in one
'Cause
form or another.
she knows our history. That's why.
She knows the Australian history. Yeah. So
When I was
Yep.
deep diving, I tell you what, I come across so much stuff. I mean, you've only, I hate to admit that this being an Aussie, but you've only got to put into Google, into something, Australian inventions that they claim are theirs but actually aren't. And it brings up multitudes. And that's only inventions. That's not musicians, bands, buddy, you name it. There's so
Food.
many. They'll be claiming fish and chips next. That's
Fish
like
and
a
cup.
Kiwi thing. Fish and chips. You know,
except I don't. Southlanders, people that live in the South Island
No.
of New Zealand,
yeah,
don't say fish and chips.
fish and chips, no.
Kiwis that live in the North Island,
They do,
do
because
say
that's
fish and
where I
chips.
lived. Yeah,
It's
that's
laid
where I lived. Yeah.
I was brought up to say fish and chips, and
Yeah.
I've never said fish
That's-
and chips.
That's because of your Scottish background, because you were
I think
taught
it
to
has
speak
been.
properly. Yeah,
You were
because
always taught.
I lived in New Zealand for just over 3 years, and I'll tell the funny story because the Kiwi already knows it. When I first arrived there, my friends Dave and Terry were there, and I was a smoker at that particular stage. And I said to Dave, I need to get some cigarettes, mate. Where can I get them from? And he said, you can get them from the dairy, love. He said, you just pop down to the dairy. I said, the what? He said, the dairy. I said, mate, if you can get friggin' cigarettes out of a cow, you do. I'm in the wrong country, I'm telling you. He folded laughing because he'd lived in he was English, but he lived in New Zealand for most of his life. And but down I went to the dairy, and I asked for Alpine, which is what I was
Alpine.
smoking at the time, Alpine. And she said, North Pole. And I went, what? No, can I have Alpine? She went, North Pole. I said, well, I can get Alpine at the North Pole, but I'm here in Auckland. I need to get them here, not at the North Pole. And honestly, it was absolutely amazing. She looked at me like I was, 3 parts insane, which I probably was at the time. But funny ways they pronounce things. The word 6. Now, I pronounce it like a Kiwi. I think I must have got it from over there. But how do you pronounce the number 5 plus 1?
6.
Kiwi? 6.
6.
Yeah. But North Island.
Again, it's a North
sucks.
Island thing. They say sucks.
Sucks, yeah. Sounds like
Yeah.
sex, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because they've probably got that in
No.
their mind all the time.
No, not sex. Sucks.
Sucks. Oh, as in S-U-X.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I was pronouncing it wrong. I was pronouncing it sucks. So similar, but not quite the same.
Depends
but,
if you've got an A-E-I-O-U in the middle. Kiwi
accent is a distinct accent, but it's also in South Australia. I don't know what it is, but the states of Australia all have their own accent. South Australian accents is similar to a Kiwi accent. I've noticed when I was down there, I was in Port Pirie for quite some time, and I thought, geez, I almost feel like I'm back in New Zealand, because it wasn't anywhere near as broad as Kiwi's accent, but it was. But your accent is nowhere near as broad as the North Islands. Nowhere near it.
No.
Yeah.
No,
it's
they
actually
sort
really
of, they more sort of speak like this. It's a bit slower, and it goes up at the end of every sentence.
So
And-
every sentence? They do too. They do too.
They do, yeah.
It's quite funny, yeah.
The South Islanders speak quite differently.
The
yeah.
South Island is predominantly Scottish, though, isn't it?
Yes.
I mean, it's a very, very, very big. Peter says, if you want to sound like a Kiwi, keep your teeth together when you talk. In North Island, not the South Island.
Oh, if you're in the north, yeah.
It's on the North
They
Island, yeah.
they have a lazy habit of not opening their mouths when they talk. I was brought up in a strict Catholic Scottish-Irish home where you were just about clipped around the back of the head if you didn't pronounce the word correctly. I remember saying to Mum, I pulled out the milk from the fridge and I said, we're nearly out of milk.
Ooh.
And my mother just about had a fit. She said, it's not milk, it's milk.
And you would have only been a kid then too, I imagine.
I know. So. And there's an ad on TV here at the moment, and the girl at the end of it says, a delicious glass of milk.
Milk, oh no.
Yeah. What is Yeah, you're right, Minotha. That's one thing I found when I was living in Australia for 14 years, that when Australians talk, they go up at the end of every sentence. And I found myself going like that too. And I said to a girl one day, a woman I worked with, do you not have a full stop at the end of that sentence? She went,
period. I don't call them full stops, they're periods.
We call them full stop. Yeah. And she said, what do you mean? And I said, well, because you sing when you talk. Do you realise that? And she went, we don't, do we?
Peter says, I love your mother, Kiwi, a kindred grammar Nazi. God, I love it.
Oh, absolutely.
Sorry for coughing. I have never, until I heard a comedian point that out, I don't know, a couple of years ago, I was never ever aware that we did that raise at the end. Do I do it? I just did it. Far out. I just heard myself. I said, do I do it? Oh, God, we do.
Yes, you do.
We do?
Yes,
oh my
God.
You do. And if you are unaware of it, you don't notice it. But the second you become aware of it, it becomes a very conscious thing. And I just realised I do it as well.
It's really bad in Australia. Yeah.
Because when
like Minotha said about me being a grammar Nazi, it's true.
Yeah.
I used to correct my daughter when she was little, right from when she was school age, about talking and speaking correctly and grammatically correct. Right. And she just was brought up with it, and she still talks correctly, what I assume correctly today. And blame Kath and Kim,
I don't know that, but I am aware of it because it's my sister's favourite program, which will give you some sort of idea of what her intellect is. But it's her favourite program, so I'm very aware of it. I'm very aware of what Kath and Kim is.
That's a worry. No, my mother and father were very strict on speech. I don't know whether it was because she was from Scotland and my dad's family were Irish. Don't know. But I noticed it really strong when I went to live in Australia, the singing way they had to speak. Yeah.
Sure, I mean, I was born and bred in New South Wales. I was born in the Snowy Mountains, so area, and but I've lived quite extensively in the States. I've lived in New Zealand, so I think my accent is a little bit of a combination of things, although predominantly Aussie. So, always Aussie.
Yeah.
All right. I want to talk flat white.
Oh, I thought you wanted to talk Lamingtons.
No. I'm saving that one. I want to talk flat white.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Because I'm going to win this one, right? I am
Okay.
bloody well going to win this one, right?
Okay.
The flat white is a popular coffee drink that has become the symbol of coffee culture in both nations. Right. My claim. I got to find it first. I can't find it. Someone stole it. Okay. However, and it is an Australian thing, but there was a very cheeky article written a number of years ago that came out of New Zealand that claimed, oh, why is my stuff all wrong? Don't worry about it, I'll find it. The Australian claim, right. In Sydney, a cafe owner named Alan Preston claims he put the flat white coffee on his permanent menu in 1985. What's your argument? So we're claiming that that's ours.
Well, it's got no date. When I looked up about the flat white, there was no date. It just says the flat white supposedly, while its history is contested, New Zealand does make a strong case for being the place that started the world's love affair with the flat white coffee. Australians claim that their cafes were the first to serve the milky beverage.
Yes, absolutely.
But if you believe the Kiwi side, it was a barista from Wellington who accidentally created it while making a cappuccino for a customer. And the story goes, when he realised his blend was slightly off, he apologetically told his customer that he had created a flat white, and the name stuck ever since. And such that Goodwood was no, sorry, wrong story. Yeah, so
yeah, I've been doing that all the way along.
Yeah,
Wrong story. I've got it. Yeah.
that was how it stuck, was when he accidentally made a cappuccino incorrectly, and he told the customer he had just made a flat white.
But that was a very cheeky claim because we've got no dates to go with it.
No, there is no
or
date.
anything, but we do have a date in Sydney of 1985.
No, there's no date on this
one.
one.
The only note I've got here is the exact origin does remain contested, with documented references to the term appearing in both countries around the same period in the mid to late 1980s, suggesting a parallel evolution rather than a single point of invention.
Yeah, I will say that when I looked up, it said contested.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how about we call that one a draw?
We'll call that a draw.
We'll call that one a draw.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
Yeah,
we'll call that one a draw.
Shake hands on that one.
We'll shake hands on it. Okay. We're going to shake hands on that one. So we've got a Kiwi win, and we've got a draw so far. It sounds like Kiwi mischief to me. I can't say anything now because I've already agreed to a draw, so I've got to be very careful what I say. I'll go back to Peter. Peter says, I just like freaking Yanks out by calling it a flat white. Okay. I don't have flat whites. I'm a huge coffee drinker. I've forgotten dementia set in. I've forgotten the name of what I have.
An American espresso?
No, far out.
Cappuccino?
No, I don't like the cappuccino. It's got too much crap on the top of it.
Yeah,
latte. A latte.
Oh, latte.
I just
that's my favourite. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a caramel latte.
Twins.
Caramel latte, mochaccino latte.
I
macchiato.
love that.
A latte macchiato.
I like it. We've got down here, because, Australia's huge on coffee. We've got a Zarafas, which is a massive, big coffee chain, and they make really, really good coffee. If anyone from America is watching, it's not Starbucks. Starbucks got kicked out of Australia because their coffee was so bad, long time ago.
It was awful.
But Zarafas, if I go down and in the queue in the car and I've got my little dog with me, they know me down there, so I'll go, okay, I'll have a latte, blah blah blah, and by the time I get to pay for it, there's also a little paper cup with a little puppy latte in it for my dog.
Oh, okay.
It's so cute. So I get the big cup for me, and I get the little one for my dog. They always do it for me. Standard NATO for me. What does that mean?
What's a NATO?
Manotho, what's NATO?
Is that a coffee? Must be a coffee.
And Jeanette.
Yes, have you guys got
Good
hi?
day. How you doing? And Jeanette is
Fine,
in the
you?
house.
Hi, Cobber.
Yeah, long
And
time
Jeanette,
no see.
do you have? You've got to put earphones on, love, because we're hearing everyone come back.
Yes.
Yeah, I've got to remember where they are. Oh shit.
Thank God Starbucks is gone. Yes, worst coffee ever. They use a Harris blend, which is most bitter. It's not. America's not good coffee makers. Look, I love America. I lived there for a long time, but they cannot make coffee.
No.
Australia, and even New Zealand as well, I will include in this, are the connoisseurs of coffee. They really are, probably more Australian than anything. NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organisation. Okay, I'm going to just.
I knew what NATO stood for,
Yeah.
but I didn't know that you were
you
using as. Holy crap!
Can you? Yeah, it's Anjanette. She's got a mute or something. Thank you.
Yeah,
Nick.
we know.
Okay, all right, I'm moving that out. We can hear you. All right.
Wow.
Okay. I'm a total coffee snob, by the way. What is your location, Peter? It says Peter of Barbaria. What is your location if you're a total coffee snob, and where do you get your coffee from? You got to. If you're not in Australia, then you're not a coffee snob. Oops, did I say that? I did. I didn't mean to. No
People
filter on this mouth of mine.
But people who drink blended coffee are not drinking coffee. They're drinking the shit that falls out the bottom of the machines.
Pretty much, yeah. Mine comes out of a proper machine, a proper coffee making machine. You squash it down and standard Warsaw packed black with none.
Right.
Okay.
Understand
if you say
now.
so, whatever that means, I don't.
Yeah.
I have no bloody clue. None. All right. Okay.
Black coffee with no milk.
Latte, 3 sugars. Don't
No,
say I admitted to that.
Latte's not black with none.
No.
Oh.
I said latte. Yeah, that's what I have.
Right.
Latte, yeah, for sure. All right.
Yeah.
1 to New Zealand, 1 draw.
Yep.
You are. Okay, let's add you. Hello to, and Jeanette is in the house. We'll do it again. How you doing, mate?
For the very first time, very nice to see you.
Oh,
Woo.
you're very loud.
So are you.
Are we?
Yes,
No,
no,
and-
my
and
eardrums.
Jeanette.
In
And
the
Jeanette's
chat, are
very
we
loud.
loud or not? What's up? Manotha says, what's up?
No, he's saying, what's up?
Ah,
What's up? Very
Okay.
American.
is my
Yeah,
sound
what you been up
okay?
to?
Not much. I spent the last 6 hours whipping up a Miami Vice video for them to use on TNME tonight. So that was
Yeah,
like
I saw
last
it.
minute inspiration. Yeah. I don't know. I just
Yeah.
thought I just had the urge to do it, and I must be doing something right with ChatGPT because it actually
Yeah.
played along with me and it didn't give me shit. So yeah.
So, chat, are you putting it on your channel? Anjanette?
On my YouTube, yes. I haven't put up
Yeah.
that one yet, but I put up 2 others today.
Okay, everybody, it's in chat. Pop over to Anjanette's or pop into TNME because it'll be featured on there. But pop over to her channel as well, and we'll obviously put a link in the
Don't
description
pick
here
on
when I get
South
around to it.
African girls.
Girls.
Yeah.
What?
They've already played it. They opened the show with
Oh, did they? Yeah.
13
Oh,
weeks
awesome.
straight. 13
What?
weeks straight.
Which
That's
one did they
really
open the
good.
show with?
The Miami Vice one?
The Miami Vice, the one I did this afternoon.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so
That's
I
really
was.
good.
Yeah, because I hadn't really done anything this week. I did those 2 music videos, and that was it. I was busy with a lot of work stuff this week, like my actual job.
You mean the real one? Yeah.
Yeah, my paying job.
You're paying
Not my
job.
hobby.
Yeah, well,
My
this one
squee
sure as
job.
hell doesn't pay, does it?
Yeah,
pays
no,
with
it's-
pays with nice comments from the chat. There you go.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you want to? I have got it. Well, so far, New Zealand has won one debate. We have drawn
Okay.
on the second debate. I'm winning this one. Heads up. No joke. I'm winning this one.
Okay, here we go.
We are doing Lemingtons.
Oh, do you think you've won it, do you?
I know.
Oh, Lemingtons
I
are
have.
good. Lemingtons are
Lemingtons.
delicious.
So where do you think they came from, Anjanette?
I don't
Careful,
actually
girl.
know.
Careful. This is war, you know. This is bloody war. You've got to be careful.
Oh, are my choices New Zealand or Australia?
Correct.
Say South Africa. It'll get you out of the shit.
Probably Australia. The South Africans that immigrated to Australia probably took the recipe with them.
Oh, what? Now I've
Not
heard
nice
it
at
all.
all.
Who asked
Not
you
nice.
here?
All right.
asked
All right. Australia claims the most widely, listen to the word, widely accepted story in Australia is that the Lemington was created for or by Lord Lemington, who, I might add, was governor of Queensland between 1896 and 1901.
I
Or
agree with
his
that.
wife.
Yeah, I agree
You
with
agree
that.
with that? Or his wife, Lady Mary Lemington.
Who came
Some
from
accounts.
where?
New Zealand,
Some
or
accounts
Scotland.
suggests it was invented by his French-born chef who dipped leftover sponge cake into chocolate to feed unexpected guests. Now, that first published recipe appeared for Lemington cakes appeared in a Queensland newspaper in
Oh, blah, blah.
1900. All right. Come on, mouth. Put your money where your mouth
Okay.
That makes sense because I think most recipes are born out of necessity rather than ingenuity.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah, it makes total
Now-
sense.
Demi's dead right. They were created by Lord Lamington's chef, Ahmad Galland, who came up with a dessert on short notice for unexpected guests. He took the leftover sponge cakes, as Demi said, and dipped them in chocolate and covered them in coconut. Lord Lamington enjoyed them so much it became a regular feature in his social events.
Oh.
But
Sorry,
But
fly.
there's always a bloody but.
there are claims that Lamingtons have earlier origins in New Zealand. Many believe the recipe for Lamingtons were brought to Australia by Lord Lamington's wife, Lady Lamington, who was a New Zealander. Yes. Regardless of the exact origin, lamingtons have both become an iconic Antipodean treat and hold a significant place in both Australia and New Zealand culture.
Recount,
Oh, wow.
recount. In 2014, a claim emerged initially as an April Fool's joke, but based on some very historical research that the Lamington was actually a New Zealand invention called the Wellington. Proponents of this theory point to a watercolour painting from 1886 that appears to show a Lamington predating Lord Lamington's time in office, and that's New Zealand's claim to a Lamington, an April
Yay!
Fool's joke. An April Fool's joke. Voila!
We'll take it.
Okay. You're
Oh, no.
Okay, ultimately, most evidence points to the Lamington being a Queensland creation. The exact inventor, however, I will give it to you, the exact inventor and origin remain a topic of playful debate between the nations.
Yeah, because of the fact that he was married to a Kiwi and she brought the
Yeah.
recipe with her to Australia.
It's a joint affair. It's a joint way.
I think that's a draw. Don't you,
Another one.
Anjanette?
Oh my gosh. A draw.
Oh,
Yeah, all
no.
right. We'll take it as, you know, we're writing history here, Kiwi.
We are writing
Making it
script.
up as you go along.
Yes, we are.
Absolutely, we
Oh,
are,
no.
for sure.
Now,
Okay.
I think we should move away from food
Yeah.
and go to people. Do you want to go
I didn't
to people?
do people. I didn't, but I will. But we will. I've got no
Oh,
research.
okay.
No research on people. I didn't get that far. I started at 2:00 this morning, and I didn't get
Well-
to people. Yeah,
Well, I'll just do one.
yeah.
I'll
Do
just
one,
do
and then
one
then we
person.
can do another one, which is not.
And
a food
everybody's
one.
going to get a shock. It's Keith Urban.
Yes. Now I'm sorry. I've got to
Keith
give it to you on this
Urban
one. Yep.
is not
Yeah.
Australian.
No, he's not.
He's a
I always
Kiwi.
thought he was. I wonder
No,
if he was-
Everybody,
But does
everybody
did he
thinks
live in
he was.
Australia? Did he move
He
to
grew-
Australia at a young age or
eventually,
Yeah, he grew
He-
up probably
he was
5 kilometres
born-
from me here.
he was
But he
born in
wasn't born
Whangarei in New Zealand and was born and immigrated to Australia as a child in 1991. But he was
Yeah.
still older. He was an older child. He wasn't a baby.
Yeah, he
or
wasn't
anything.
young. No, he was
No,
nearly
no.
a teen.
I mean,
Yeah.
isn't he?
And then he moved on to the United States and recorded one studio album in Capital Nashville, and charted 2 singles on the US Billboard Hot Country Songs chart.
Yep,
Oh wow!
absolutely. Yeah,
Born and bred in
yeah,
Whangarei.
Yep,
Who would have
and
thought?
that's a W. Whangarei is a W.
Whangarei, yeah.
Whangarei, yeah.
Ah,
That's
okay.
with a W.
Yeah.
Weird
It's like the
pronunciations.
term whakatane, which is also a
Whakatane.
W, which is also
I beg
Yeah.
your pardon.
whakatane.
Whakatane.
Pudding.
When I went to
like
New Zealand, there's 2 suburbs. Well, Whakatane's not a suburb, but there's 2 places over there that I completely fouled up. One of them was Whakatane, of course, which I called Wakatane.
Wakatane.
Wakatane, yeah. And the other one, I don't know if you know it, Kiwi, One Tree Hill.
Oh, One Tree Hill, yeah.
Yeah,
know
or
that.
Wasn't there a
One
TV
Hunger,
series?
one Hunger, instead of Only Hunger.
Only
I asked
Hunger.
Only Hunger. I asked someone
Oh,
directions to go
speaking
to
of
One Hunger.
Speaking of North Island words that people can't pronounce,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
one name of an area in New Zealand. It's a town.
Right.
It's 85 letters long.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's one
Good
of the
Lord.
it's one of the longest place names in the world. I think there's one that beats it in Wales.
Wales, yeah, Wales have got that
This
really long one
one-
that someone tried to get Beardo to pronounce once. Yeah.
I don't know if I can get this. How can I get a YouTube onto here?
You should be able
Um,
to.
You've
Hang
got to go
on.
and open YouTube, and then you've got
Yeah.
to share your screen. So
Yeah.
you can.
It means you'll go out for a
Oh.
bit, but that's okay. Yeah.
No, she
Okay.
can just minimize
she
the
won't.
screen. She just won't
Oh,
see
okay.
herself, and then she'll go onto YouTube.
Okay.
Do you want me
You
to
can do
pull it
that.
up quickly? Because I've got two.
Yeah,
I've
there's
got
an
4
idea.
screens looking at me.
Oh, okay.
There's an idea.
Yeah.
While
Let
she's
me go
doing that,
there.
while she's doing that, Peter just wrote, I'm just thankful for the Kiwi music invasion back in the late 70s because Australian music was such crap. Peter, I'm Aussie. I totally agree with you. A matter of fact, anything that we claim, anything that's great that came out of Australia didn't originate here. It usually
Yeah, internet.
originated somewhere else. So
I've got it.
I
I've got it.
absolutely
Oh.
agree.
That's the link.
Okay.
I've got it.
It's
I've
long.
got it. Okay, hold on. It's a short. Now I don't know how you make a Okay, shh. It keeps playing. Okay.
That's all right.
Let's go
We'll
there.
play. We've got plenty of time.
Let's
We're
go
no
there.
hurry. We're in no hurry.
Share.
We've got
Okay.
plenty of time.
Are you are you ready? You can share.
Yeah, there we
You
go.
must-
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Let's make it big. Let's make it big. There we go.
Yeah.
Whakatangi hanga ko au au Tamatia turipu kakapiki manga huru no kupo ka e whenua Ki tana tai wake up in Taumata whakatangi hanga ko au au Tamatia turipu kakapiki manga huru no kupo ka e whenua Ki tana tai wake up in Taumata whakatangi hanga ko
One more time.
au Tamatia turipu kakapiki manga huru no kupo ka e whenua Ki tana tai
Okay, that was cool. That was
That
seriously
is-
cool.
Yeah,
What was that?
when
Hit
you
the present
when you're
button on your
driving,
stream screen.
when you're driving up that part of the North Island, you'll come across that sign on a fence, and it's
No.
so long.
That's when
Peter
the
wants to-
sign. That's when the sign becomes the fence.
Yes.
Peter wants to know, does it mean free coffee here?
No, I tell you what.
No.
In South Africa, we've got 11 official languages. Now, if you want to put up a beware of the dog sign and you've got to do it in the 11 official languages,
Oh, good Lord.
then
Oh
it's
my
beware
God.
of the dog, pas op vir die hond, Nkula Inja, and then 9 others. So that we all
I would
joke.
Sounds
just-
insulting.
I just
Yo,
put,
we,
fuck off, Nighty. No, fuck
Yeah,
off,
no.
Nighty. You'll be bitten.
yeah, well, that's what we say. The sign
That's a
becomes
language
the
that
gate.
everybody would understand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you
So this-
imagine? Can you imagine trying to fill out an online thing and putting
I
your address
know.
in it? Oh my
Good
God!
God. And I bet you
Oh, yeah.
some fucker knows how to spell that too.
Oh, guaranteed.
Yeah.
Oh, they would, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's-
I'm surprised they know how to say it, let alone spell it.
I
Yeah.
know, and they were singing it too, but it's like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I mean,
Expialidocious, yeah.
yeah, I
Yeah.
think when it just, you get the first bit, then the next bit, then the next bit, so I suppose eventually it's there. Yeah. Ooh.
Okay.
Quiet.
Peter commented before on your Keith Urban thing. He said Russell Crowe's yours too, Kiwi, and I'm passing him right
Yes.
over to you, mate. You can have
Yes.
him. Yeah, yeah. Ugh, I can't stand that guy.
Now, the funny part about Russell Crowe is
I
he
love
was
him.
always
Oh,
claimed
he's a
as an
pig.
Australian, right? Always claimed as an
And
Australian.
he's also
filter.
New Zealand.
And he was in big trouble. And he went into a hotel during the big IM, got into
Oh, yeah.
trouble, picked up a phone that was on the reception desk and,
And
he
He's
threw
a
it
threw it.
across the
horrible
room.
person.
Right?
Yeah.
So it was the telephone throwing incident. And they said in Australia, oh, New Zealander Russell Crowe. And I said, well, why is he conveniently a New Zealander now when he's always been an Australian?
Because we
Yeah.
didn't want him anymore.
We didn't want him anymore.
But that's so wrong because I mean we've all thrown things when we're mad. I
Exactly.
mean, I regularly throw shit around when stuff doesn't want to work. My sewing machine literally has a couple of gashes along the top when the needle keeps whatever, and then I've got the pair of scissors.
Yeah.
You know, look, Australia is known, you know, for knocking off other people's stuff in terms of credibility and all of that. We all know that.
Yeah.
We did claim Russell when he was okay, and then
Yeah,
he did a
we did.
no. So
Yeah.
we kicked him out. We didn't like him anymore. And you know, the Australian term for when we do that is because we do it a bit tongue in cheek, and we go, oh no, when we were claiming him, we were just taking the piss, mate. We were just taking the piss. That's all. We didn't actually claim him. We were just taking the piss. So that was
But
how
they
we
used
were
to
getting out of
say
it.
Australian Russell Crowe. And
Yeah,
I'd be
but
going,
no, we were just
he's
taking
not.
the piss, mate. Yeah, we were just taking the piss.
But when he
That's
threw
how-
the telephone, it was a New Zealander, Russell
No,
Crowe.
definitely New Zealand.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
very conveniently. Yeah. Listen,
Now-
ladies, it was lovely visiting with you, but I
Yeah,
must
great to have you.
toodle off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
Nice
hop
to
in
see
again
you.
in your
Absolutely.
stream. Yeah, I'm
Yep.
gonna carry on watching.
know.
And then,
Welcome anytime. Yeah.
yeah, no, it was lovely catching up, really. And you guys must
Nice,
have a great
yeah.
stream further. Yeah, I'm gonna put you on the other TV now.
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah, I'll,
Thanks,
have
mate.
I'll have one eyeball on you and one eyeball on TNME, and my
TNME.
middle eye is going to be on my middle one.
The middle one. Chat, Anjanette's going to leave us now. Awesome for it to have a jump in, and she knows it's an open invitation every time. And you know, I'm sure she'll be popping in now and again in the future, which is great to see. But
Yeah,
yeah,
no.
have a great day, mate. Well,
will,
wait
I
a minute.
will.
No, it's
Well,
1
it's
o'clock in the 2 o'clock in the morning.
2
where
o'clock
you
in the
are.
fucking morning, so I'm going to be
Ja,
going to
the
bed
fucking
soon
morning.
too.
Have a good have a good
Dit is
sleep.
baie laat hierso by my. Ek moet gaan slaap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with that. Whatever.
I
you say.
knew that, but I knew that already.
Yeah, no, I just said it's very, very late. I must go and sleep soon.
All right.
Enjoy your
Have a good one,
sleep.
hey.
Oh,
Stay
thanks,
safe,
man.
mate. Okay.
Thank you
Okay.
very
Night,
much.
night.
Bye.
See
bye.
ya. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, that was nice. That was good.
Well, it's
All
nice
right.
to see you.
So you definitely win the people one, that people one. Anyway,
Keith
although
Urban.
we could, Keith Urban, we could discuss it, but then again, we could discuss it instead. Let's try discussing it. How about Crowded House?
What about it?
Well, I'm claiming Crowded House. You can have split ends if you like, but I'm claiming
Well,
claiming
Split
Crowded
Ends
House.
is definitely New Zealand.
Yeah, and I will give you that. But just
I
because
don't know. I haven't done the background or the history on Crowded House.
well, Tim Finn and
Oh.
4 other New Zealanders started Split Ends, as we know, and then Tim's brother Neil, after Split Ends kind of finished, came over to Melbourne and met up with 2 Australians, and they started Crowded House. So a lot of people do say, because it was Neil Finn and he's a New Zealander, that it actually started in New Zealand, but it didn't. It actually started in Melbourne, and then Tim, I believe, come over and did some work with them, some appearances. But
It was formed in Melbourne.
yeah, so technically, even though it has a kind of a New Zealand lead in Neil. So you can, all right, so you're right to claim Split Ends,
Yeah.
absolute, and
But-
we can claim Crowded House. Oh no,
But-
there's never a but.
There
What
is
but?
always a but. Neil Finn
Yep.
has actually said it's known as a New Zealand / Australian rock band
Fair enough. I'll go with that. Yeah.
because
I will
there's
go
more
simply-
Kiwis in it than Australians.
My my understanding, I agree with that. My understanding was when he first started it, there was him and 2 Australians. But there's the evolution over the years. It's become Neil, more Kiwis, less
4
Australians.
Kiwis in total and 2 Aussies. So Neil has saying it's now called a New Zealand Australian rock band.
Well, I've got to
So
tell you.
that's a draw.
I-
Sorry.
That's another one. We are Australia. We're not doing well. I need some backup here. Hang on,
need
more
some
money
backup.
back then for musicians. That's why we got them. Right?
Yeah.
Is that why?
A
We
lot
need
of
some
them did
backup. We
travel.
haven't won one yet.
People like Lord and people like that went, travel overseas to get for the money, for the attraction of the money, and I mean I would have to call that a draw.
Yeah, I think I have to agree with you. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Which
I've
one
got
do
to
you want to
win
do
this one.
now?
Well, I've got to win this one
what are
because
your
this
odds
one's
now?
this one's kind of a bit of a double-sided debate, because it's not only a debate with Australia and New Zealand, it's a debate between Australia and America first, and this is all about the portable cooler, the esky. So the names in New Zealand, of course, it's chili bin.
It's chili bin.
In Australia it's an esky, but esky and chili bin do not have a contested origin, really.
No.
It's really just that they're 2 different linguistic evolutions from 2 separate countries, but they're pretty much the same thing. I mean, having lived in New Zealand, I can say esky and they'll go, yeah, chili bin. They know exactly what I'm talking about. And we up here, we know, what was that? People who...
Minosa.
Oh, I liked it. People, we claim Jesus Christ. That's why we refer to him when we are surprised. Jesus Christ, yeah. I do that all the time. Okay, so this one really, the contest here is not between New Zealand and Australia. It's between America and New Zealand and Australia.
Yeah.
Where's my stuff? Chili bin really is a slang term, really.
It is a slang.
For a cooler, yeah. For a cooler in New Zealand.
Our chili bins in New Zealand were never hard bound like the Australian ones.
Exactly.
They were polystyrene.
Yeah. Exactly.
They were completely polystyrene.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. And
they had a polystyrene fitting lid. Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas
My parents
we
used to
went
have
to
one.
the more solid one. We went to the metal ones and stuff like that. Yeah.
No,
I'm
they
just trying to
didn't come
find
out
it.
for a long time here.
No.
Actually, we would never claim the esky.
It was more a portable ice cooler type of styrofoam thing. That's what I remember.
Styrofoam,
Esky is a brand name. It is a brand name,
That's
Peter.
right. Peter. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. And the conflict as to who owns it is between America and Australia is that ours is the Australian brand Esky, and America, it's the American brand Igloo. And the conflict is between where that originated. It bloody well originated in Australia. It originated in Queensland because of our temperatures and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And America, you can go jump because you have no claim to it, I'm afraid. I win that one, even though it's not against New Zealand.
There's no argument there because it wasn't a New Zealand Australian thing. So, sorry, you can't even claim that one because it's out of our realm of argument.
It is. Yeah, it absolutely is. Well, can I argue it with America and say, okay, I've got one. I got one against you.
One against America.
Do you know what? Out of all the bloody things that I've done here, all that research that I've done, this is just not fair. And you know how I said I've written a conclusion after every one of them? There's not one there that the conclusion is Australia wins. They're all bloody Kiwi wins.
No.
They are. I hate that. I don't like that. Yeah.
We've
What
got
have
a
you
lot.
got? Because
We've got a
I mean,
lot.
we've got the
Um,
powered flight. If you want to do that one, I don't care.
yeah,
Whatever you want to do. Yeah,
I
you've
don't
got
know
more
where I
than
put
me.
that one.
I've only
Um,
researched a little bit.
yeah, we've done a lot. We've got a
Yeah.
Scrabble champion.
Okay. I
N-
know nothing
Nigel,
about this.
Nigel Richards is a Scrabble champion. Now, what makes this man very unique is the fact he won also the French Scrabble championship, but he couldn't speak a word of French and he
Yeah.
couldn't read it. Okay. So
All
he won
right.
that one as
Bloody
well.
hell.
Then he went
True.
on then he went on to win, was it the Swiss one? Yeah, as well. Spanish. He won
Yeah.
the English, the French, and the Spanish. And he won all Scrabble tournaments.
And he didn't
And
speak those
not
languages?
he didn't speak Spanish and he
Bloody
didn't
hell.
speak French, but he went on to win the Scrabble championships.
That's
How
incredible.
how he did it was, this was only in 2024.
Right.
So it was only last year.
And he was a Kiwi. He was
Yes, he's a Kiwi. He's
okay,
born
right.
here. Yeah,
Got
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But he is now been dubbed as the Tiger Woods of Scrabble. That's his
Wow.
nickname because he is been attributed to the eidetic memory, leading him to be nicknamed the Tiger Woods.
Eidetic.
In other
Yeah.
words,
Yeah.
eidetic. He can pick up a
Yeah.
book and just flick through it in a matter of. He did that with the French one hours before the test, before the competition. He picked
Bloody
up a
hell.
French-speaking book and just went through it in a matter of seconds.
Yeah, eidetic memory.
Sat down
Absolutely.
at the
Yeah.
table, and away he went
Jeez.
and won it.
That is unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's incredible. Wonder if he was autistic because so many people with, well, not so many people with autism have eidetic memories, but often it's
yeah.
associated with that. But that's absolutely incredible. Well, I mean, there's no dispute there. I mean, don't tell me Australia's trying to claim him, are they? Or
No,
is that just
no,
no?
no. That's a fact.
That's
Yeah,
an
it's just
absolute
a fact.
fact. Yeah.
Um,
Peter wants us to debate Vegemite and Marmite, but that's not against New Zealand
no,
because without
we
a
would never.
doubt,
We never
Vegemite
claimed
is
that.
Australian and Marmite is
Yeah,
the UK.
UK.
Is
Yeah,
England, yeah. And
yeah.
Marmite
The Poms
came
brought
out
that out.
first.
Mm.
Yeah, Vegemite was a copy of Marmite because for
Oh,
some
Marmite.
reason,
Yeah,
the Australians didn't particularly
they
take
didn't
to the
like
Marmite,
Marmite.
so
No.
yeah, so we
Yeah,
made Vegemite, and it's become
yeah,
our national symbol, literally our national
yeah.
food like that. So yeah,
I was brought up
yeah.
on Vegemite, the same as yeah,
I love my Vegemite.
yeah.
If there was one thing that I probably couldn't, if they took off the market or something happened to it, that I'd absolutely go berserk over, would be the loss of Vegemite. I love
Yeah,
Vegemite. I
so
really,
do
really do.
I. I
My
have it on
kids love it.
everything. Yeah,
Everything. Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely. I can't, I love watching some videos of people tasting Vegemite because they have
Oh,
no
for the
idea how to
first
use it
time.
for a start.
Yeah.
They spread it on, no butter. You got to have butter, man. For God's
But
sake,
they
you
put
got to
it
have
on a
butter.
spoon.
Spoon, and
They eat it
or
off
they'll
the
put it on
spoon.
something so thick, yeah. No, Peter, no
No
debate on
arguments
that one.
there. No debate.
No.
We've never
Do you know?
debated that one.
Do you know something I didn't know and I've only just discovered? Do you know that Australia's actual claim to fame, we invented Google Maps? I did
All
not
right.
know that. The Danish brothers,
Yeah.
Lars and Jens Rasmussen, developed the platform for Google Maps in Sydney in the early 2000s. Along with Australians Neil Gordon and Stephen May, they founded a small startup company called Where To Technologies. in 2003, and the following year it was bought out by internet giant Google, which also hired the 4 men and the technology, and was turned into what we now know as Google Maps. I did not know that. I've only
Wow.
just discovered that. Yeah, that's big. We did something.
I did.
Kiwi, we did something.
You did something. Well done, you.
Well done,
Now,
Australia. Yeah.
talking of maps,
Yes.
I've got something here. I wonder if I can get it into the room. No, not
Okay.
there.
What is
Give
it?
me a
Is it something
second.
like-
Give me a second.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right.
All right.
All right. I can practice that now.
Oh. Don't know if I can find it. I've got a picture here and I want to share it.
Okay. If you can't, throw it over to me on WhatsApp and I'll throw it up. You should be able to, though.
Yeah, we're going to have to. Yeah. Okay. Oh, the picture didn't transfer. Blast. It's no good without the picture.
It's okay. We'll get there. We're not in a hurry at all.
Okay. For some reason, it doesn't want to copy the picture. It says it's
Ah.
copied it.
Yeah, but it's not. It's not copying the web page instead, is it? Be careful, it's not copying the web. You may have to.
No. It was in a
screenshot it.
doc. I've got it in a document.
Right.
Yeah. Let's see.
Can you screenshot it? And then copy that?
Yes. I'm just gonna try that.
Geez, didn't I sound technical then? For
You
someone who
did.
doesn't know anything, I sounded so technical. One up for Demi, yeah. Because I am
Okay.
not a technical brain, anybody, believe me. I am using a massive, lovely big computer here and I have absolutely no idea how to use it because it's a Windows-based computer and I'm all Apple Mac. I only bought this computer to game on and I bought it in June of this year and I've had to learn Windows. And that is that Windows 11, and that is no easy feat when you have everything has been Apple all your life. Even when I was playing World of Warcraft, I World of Warcraft on an Apple machine. So I know nothing about technology, which is why I
Okay.
continually screw up.
I've just sent
Okay.
you something. If you could share this, please.
You sent it on WhatsApp? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Let me.
It's a
just
very,
bring it up.
very common error that New Zealanders face.
Oh,
Have you heard about this?
yeah, mate. I actually have. Okay. This is incredible because I
It's
can't believe
absolutely insane.
they do this. I can't believe it. Okay, I'm going to. Do I share screen? Yep. Okay. And
Yeah, there it is. Make it
there
big.
we go.
Now, people,
This is
it
incredible.
says the page, quite often if you go to an incorrect website or type in a link and you hit enter and it takes you to page not found.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if you can see, but
Yeah. Right there.
yeah, there's no point in pointing it out. No.
Something
New Zealand
missing.
is missing on the map.
And this is a world map. This is an accepted
This is a world map. Yep.
That
And
is-
sometimes it says error 404, which indicates an error on a website.
And you've actually found that repeatedly, haven't you?
Yes,
In
repeatedly.
other maps, yeah.
Yeah.
That is wicked.
Yeah, and I like the heading. We're sorry, something's missing.
It's missing.
Well, of course it's fucking missing. It's
A
our
whole fucking
place.
country. A whole country's missing. We're
Yeah.
sorry. Where
Yeah.
you're seeing this page because we can't find the page you're looking for, or because there's a problem with our site.
Yes.
I think there's a problem with who put your site together is where the problem lies, because you're missing a country. Yep.
There was too many to do, but there was a page on Facebook of the world map. Okay,
Right. Yeah.
no New Zealand featured on it at all, and that's a
My
Facebook
God.
world map on Facebook.
Yeah.
Our Prime Minister, when he was in the North Island, we'd just opened our very first IKEA. Well, it's due to be opened in the next few months.
Right.
And they led him through the whole shop doing a tour. And he stopped. And he looked at this big picture. It was enormous. And it was a world map. And this was an IKEA
Oh,
full of
my
people.
God, how embarrassing.
And he stopped and he said, "That's a fantastic map." And they said, "Yes, it's one of our biggest sellers overseas." And he said, "Well, you either recall them or burn them or replace them." And the IKEA manager said, "I beg your pardon." He said, "There is no New Zealand on the map." And the man from IKEA looked right down into the bottom. He said, "There it is." He said, "That's Australia. Go down further."
Yeah.
So the Prime Minister brought it up on his phone and he said, "There's New Zealand." And he said, "There's Australia and there's New Zealand." And he was mortified. This IKEA guy was absolutely mortified.
What an
That they are.
embarrassment for him. Yeah.
Yeah, so
That
it was missing.
Must have been huge.
Yeah. So it's missing on all these Era 404 government. They are government pages.
Oh, my God.
And they are missing New Zealand completely. And
That's dreadful.
Facebook is missing New Zealand. And now IKEA is missing New Zealand completely and utterly on the map. Now,
Yeah.
we've got this program and it's called, the building blocks, Lego, the Lego show,
Yes.
where they
Yeah.
get contestants from all over the world. And they did the world one, okay?
Yeah.
And they brought them all into the big room, huge room, and then they had all their workstations all the way round. But in the centre
So where was
great-
this? Where was this
Australia.
at? Oh, it's in
Australia.
Australia. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And in the centre of the circle, there was this huge world map, and everybody had to go and stand on their map, on their country. There was China and Sweden and Spain and Norway and, France, Belgium, and it was all sorts of countries in this thing. And
I'm gonna be
Australia,
embarrassed here.
you are.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the Kiwi girls walking around going like this. And they're going, well, we would stand on our country, but it's not here. And one of the producers came running out from the back about 5 minutes later and had a stick on and was filmed kneeling down on the floor, sticking it on the floor, this map of New Zealand.
Oh, my God, total embarrassment.
And Hamish, I can't remember his last name, Hamish was the host of the show, said, "Oh my God, we are mortified and we are so sorry, New Zealand. We are so, so sorry. That was not done intentionally."
Look, I can Okay, IKEA, a country like that, long way away. Okay, you might be able to forgive a mistake like that, but not Australia. We're next door
No.
neighbours, for the love of God.
Yeah.
Geez, that is an absolute
Massive mistake.
I might stop saying I'm an Aussie. I think I might go back to a New Zealand heritage somehow. It's so freaking embarrassing to be an Aussie these days, I tell you. We do so much.
Oh, even the Prime Minister, he stood there. In actual fact, I think it was our ex-female Prime Minister. I thought it was a female, may not have been. But anyway, the Prime Minister put them right.
Wow.
No New Zealand on the map. It was a huge map. It was an absolutely gigantic thing on the wall.
Was there any comment from this sort of occurrence happening from your Prime Minister or anything like that? Did they?
Oh, it made the news.
From Australia. Oh, I bet it did. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll bet it did. I mean, as I said, IKEA, all right, okay, mistake, they've apologised. But no, Australia can't get away with that. There's no way. That is just an absolute embarrassment. Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, the guy from IKEA was mortified.
I bet, yeah.
Because they
some people got sacked over that.
They had sold hundreds of businesses.
Oh, yeah. Absolute recall of all of them because they would have had to. That would have cost a bit.
Yeah, they would have done.
Oh, that is absolutely incredible. I can't believe that. Yeah. Wow.
So there you go. Now, speaking of Kiwi, I want to take this time to say Kiwi birds are called kiwis.
Yes, they are.
I am a Kiwi born, and I'm a Kiwi.
Yep.
A kiwi, as in the fruit, is not just a kiwi. It's kiwi fruit. The amount of times on television people say, "Oh, I'm going to cut up this kiwi." No, you're not. You're going to cut up a kiwi fruit. Get it right.
Do you know what? You're absolutely right, because if I go down to Woolworths or Coles, the label on them is kiwi. It's not kiwi fruit.
That's right.
But if I go online, if I order online, it's kiwi fruit. But only online. If you just go down the tag is just kiwi. You're absolutely dead right on that. So I'm going to eat a kiwi. Oh yes.
It just annoys me whenever I see it. Yeah.
Is it predominantly as we call it in
Americans?
Aussie?
It's an American thing.
Okay.
They call them kiwis. They call them kiwis.
Yeah, Manasa says, as we call it in Aussie, it's a K, just a K. I've actually, sorry, Manasa, I've actually never heard that. So
no, I haven't heard that terminology.
I will admit that having called it a Kiwi, we sure. Oh yeah, okay. As in we shorten everything. Yeah, well, it's a wonder we don't call it a Keo or something, some ridiculous Kia or some ridiculous thing like that. So no, I get what you're saying, Manotha. We have a tendency to shorten everything. Yep, we do. We can lay. Yep, go on. Sorry, right. No worries, mate. No worries. We can lay a very big claim though. I've got to friggin' find it again.
What, you have the highest amount of Kiwi importers into the country?
You're probably absolutely right. No, we had a massive big influx of Kiwis, people, into Australia. I can't remember when it was. I think it was around about the early 80s or late 70s or something.
All right.
Somewhere around there we had massive. A matter of fact, that's when I was telling you once before about my friend worked for the Auckland Herald, and that was the time when they put on the front, well, the last Kiwi leaving New Zealand, please turn out the
lights.
Yeah, and that was around that time we did have. Now, what I'm trying to find, and I can't find it now because I clicked off onto something else, is no, I've lost it. Never mind. We have got. Did I find it? We did. Yeah. Okay. We would not be doing this today if it wasn't for an Australian invention. Matter of fact, you wouldn't be doing it hardly anywhere because we actually did invent the Wi-Fi. Yeah, in 1992, John O'Sullivan and the CSIRO, Wi-Fi technology used to be more than 1 billion, developed Wi-Fi technology used by more than 1 billion people around the world today. So we can claim some little bit of fame. We did invent something very, very good. So one up to Australia for that. We will have that. I mean, there's a lot of stuff we've invented, but it's not. I mean, what Kiwi and I are doing is we're kind of debating the stuff that, you know, Australia claims is theirs, and in actual fact it's probably more New Zealand. So, but there is a lot of stuff but in the deep dive that I've done in researching, I mean, you know, I'm 74 years old now. I've lived here, apart from New Zealand and America, I've lived in Australia all my life. I did not know 10% of this stuff that Australia's actually done. I had no clue that I either live in a vacuum or I don't know, something, but I had no idea we invented all this stuff. It's quite amazing. What you got to do for me, because I still don't understand it, sport, right? And I didn't understand it before, because I'm going to write the bloody thing down so I get it right. Explain to me the sports. Right, now, in Australia, we have rugby league, which we call football, right?
No.
Which we call, well, in Australia we do. We just call that football.
Oh, in Australia.
Or league. Or we
league.
Either go
it's
league
just
or,
known
league
as
or
league.
Football.
Yeah.
So what is it in New Zealand? What do you
league.
call? You call it league. Okay.
Or rugby league.
Now, rugby union here is called, confusingly, either rugby union. No, rugby union is either called here, because I've done my research on this one, is either called union or football.
What?
I mean, they call that football as well. So, I mean, Australia can't get much.
Really?
Yeah, they
football?
do. And then we've got AFL, right? And that depends. Well, that's Australian, football league. Yeah. I call it aerial ping pong in actual fact. I don't follow it.
Aerial snooker.
Which they call, depending on what state you're in, which they call football.
Oh, no. So they call league rugby. So what do they call football?
Just any one of those. But it depends on, if you're a rugby league enthusiast, then you watch football. If you're a rugby union, you watch football. If you're an AFL, you watch football. It depends what you watch, what your favourite is what you watch, but it's all called football.
So what do you call football?
I don't know. I mean, soccer in this country to me is just called soccer.
But people don't play soccer anymore.
Manotha says football is soccer.
Yeah.
So in this country, and if there's an Aussie out there, please correct me.
Peter says don't say soccer to a pommy.
Yeah, don't say soccer to a pommy.
Yeah.
What is it? Football.
It's football.
So in Australia, see, I'm a basketball and a baseball fan, right? I don't follow any of the football things whatsoever, unlike our Kiwi here. It appears to me that Australia has got it so screwed up that there's 4 separate types of ball games, of which, depending on who you are and what state you're in, are all called football.
Yeah.
How
yeah.
the hell?
I
We
don't
call
know.
them all
It's
footy.
got me
See,
beat.
Manotha says we call them all footy, just like chips.
Wow.
So if I was talking to someone and they said, "Oh, you're going to watch the footy match tonight," and I'm not familiar, I'd go, AFL, Union, League, Soccer. Which one are you talking about? And they would know depending on their own
Yeah.
preferred interests. That is bloody confusing.
We call
Makes
it
perfect sense.
league.
Manotha says.
We call it
Right.
league.
Okay, I'll write this
Rugby.
down so I get it. So that's league, yeah, got that.
League,
Rugby,
which is rugby league.
rugby league.
We call
yeah.
it rugby, which is rugby union, which is the All Blacks.
All right, okay, so that's rugby, yeah.
We call football football. It used to be called soccer years and years
Okay.
ago,
So that's
but
what
it is
soccer
now
is.
football.
So is soccer? No one plays soccer anymore. It's all football.
It's just the name that changed.
League, Union, Soccer, AFL.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah,
that's correct.
but they all carry the name football at the same time.
Yeah. Well,
Only in Australia, mate. Only in
I was
Australia.
going to say we would never call all 4 of them football. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Manotha said we call them all footy, just like chips. So it's very, very confusing. I think the understanding there is that, you know, if I was an AFL enthusiast and I'm talking to me mates, we'll refer to football because we all know what we're talking about. That if you're a union person, your mates and everything are referring to union when they say football. So but if a stranger comes into the conversation, someone who doesn't know, or you're writing something about it or something like that, it's very bloody confusing.
Yeah.
Manotha says, and that nonsense the Yanks carry on with. I have no idea what that means. I'm sure Manotha's going to elaborate on that. But
Oh,
yeah, it's...
In NFL.
Yeah, see...
Yeah,
I
the
do
football league, where they
do
put all
actually-
the pads on and the helmets on and the guards on. Yeah,
If I follow anything other than basketball and baseball, I do follow gridiron, yeah.
gridiron. Yeah,
Yeah, I do follow gridiron, so call
there's a
it
few
gridiron.
Kiwi
yeah,
guys
very-
that play
very
that
severe.
now. They have been.
Yeah.
We get a lot of NFL. What do they call them when they search for people? Search them out, and
yeah.
they go to so many rugby games and search out the potential NFL players, and they've
I
taken
don't-
quite a few.
I don't doubt it because, you know...
Oh, the money
Aussie-
is huge.
Oh, it is, and our guys are tough, and so's
Yeah.
Ms. Ed. You know, they're tough. You wouldn't. I mean, when I was over there, they used to be absolutely astounded. You get into conversations with them at a gridiron match or a basketball match or whatever,
Yeah.
you know, about Australian football, and they go, "Oh, those guys are crazy. Man, they don't have helmets. They don't have protective gear. They don't have nothing." I said, "No, but I will tell you what they did have, because I worked North Shore Hospital spinal unit, and they have a huge influx of players
wow.
in that spinal unit." Yep.
Yeah.
I worked there for some time, and the football injuries that were in that, and it was young people. It was, you know, not the little kids, but, you know, we're
Yeah.
talking 16, when they're getting up around the 16, 17-year-old up, the spinal injuries were horrific in there. North Shore, obviously, Sydney, the home of it. And
Yeah.
North Shore was the spinal unit where they used to go. So, yeah.
We've also forgotten about futsal, which is a game based around football.
What's
It's called
that?
futsal. Futzall. There's a big futsal competition going on in New Zealand at the moment.
ZALL. Well, I'm going to What's it like? Is it like a football sort of a game, or what is it?
Yes, yeah, but it's
As a
played
team?
inside. It's played on a court, and
Right. Okay.
not as many players, and the balls are smaller, and the goal area is smaller.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay. I will have to check that out because I've
yeah. So it's
never
called
actually even
futsal.
heard of that. So it's a New
Yeah.
Zealand thing. Is it an Aussie thing as well, or
No, I
predominantly
think
New Zealand?
it's worldwide.
It's a world thing.
Yeah,
I'll check it out because I have realised that after finding out all this information, doing this deep dive, that I know nothing about Australia, I know nothing about the world, I know nothing about anything, and I need to start researching more. So because for so long in my life, I've lived in my little cocoon. And until video conferencing like this come out, I never even spoke to people because I never went
yeah,
out. You know that. I never went anywhere. So I knew nothing other than my specific autistic interests. That's all I knew. But this has opened up a whole world to me, which is just incredible. So I've got
yeah.
a lot to learn. I've really got. Manotha mentions Gaelic football.
Gaelic.
Okay, Gaelic football. So there's another
Yeah,
one as well.
it's different again.
Wow, that's incredible. That's
Mm.
incredible. Kiwi, it's we've hit the hour and a half.
Yeah,
I don't think we wanted to go much over that. We didn't want to be getting into the 2 hours bit.
no,
So what do you say we call it? And it's been so much fun, and I want to do it again so much. So next week
yeah,
we're at it again. But yeah, absolutely fantastic. We don't have an outro to leave yous with. Well, we kind of did, but we didn't, and it kind of didn't work. But we'll work on that during the week so we
yeah.
can tell us what you think. There's one thing I do want to ask for anyone who actually saw the intro. I understand it's long. It is 2.5, nearly 3 minutes. If you think it should be cut down, we can do that.
We can shorten it.
We can take out a verse or two, and it'll still all make sense. Tell us if you liked it, and yeah, whack something in the comments if you did. Not in the chat, in the comments to let us know so we can go back to it. And
Yeah.
anyone who's listening at the moment, 5 more minutes. Manotha wants 5 more minutes. You're so sweet. I love you, Manotha.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. Short intros are always better. Yeah, I
Yeah.
loved the song, and Kiwi put all of the visuals to it, and I thought, okay, we're going to play it this once, but I am aware that it is
Yeah.
quite long, so we
This
might
was the
kind of
first
chop that
timer. Yeah,
for the first timer. So I think we might kind of chop that in half, and what we might do is use a little part of it as the
as
outro.
the end. Yeah.
Yeah, as the end or something like that, just a verse or two as the end or
We'll
something.
see. We'll see what
we
happens.
will do that. We'll
We're
work
only
on it,
new.
but
We're only new.
we're only new, yeah.
Yeah.
This is our very first. This is our launch for Tasman Talks. Please subscribe if you haven't, because it's all going under the Demi Storm network. Now, I just wanted to explain to you what's going on as far as Inside Circle is not dead. We are still here. We are just reorganising. The reason I have thrown everything, level up. What? Level up. What does that mean? Short intros are always it. I'm Manotha. Anyway, but we will be coming back. As a matter of fact, we're going to do it. The girls have all said we're going to do an update, probably maybe sometime this week. We'll do an update, let you know all what's happening, because we have got another podcast with Anna and myself coming on, which is called Beneath the Surface, which is more of your in-depth stuff that we were initially covering with Inside Circle. So we're going to be doing that. We're going to make Inside Circle a lot funnier and a lot happier and a lot more, just conversation style stuff. And then, of course, Tasman Talks, you know what we're doing. That's always going to be there. It's always going to be the stuff between New Zealand and Australia. What's the name of that other country? Oh, yeah, Australia. That was the one, yeah, between that little insignificant place.
It's over there somewhere.
Oh, Manotha says, not beginners anymore, so you have leveled up gaming term, gotten more powerful and experienced. I love you. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. Thank you. So that's what we're doing. So look out for that it'll be advertised on X and on my Facebook. I don't know if anybody's on there, and Instagram and all the rest of it. So we'll do an update on why do I keep going to say Infinite Circle? I get tongue-tied on that every time. Inside Circle. Tasman Talks here next week, same time, same channel, same station, same day, all that sort of stuff. Look out
Catch you next week.
And we will catch you next week. Yeah, please, everybody, be kind. Please stay safe. Thank you so much. Hit the subscribe. Please hit the thumbs up. We love you. Thank you so much. All right. So we're going to end it here now. So please be safe. Bye for now, guys.
Bye,
Thank
guys.
you. Bye.
Cheerio.